This one. Oh, there we are.
What? Did you turn us off? Or weren't we on?
I just noticed that maybe we weren't on.
Was
They
the
would have
sound
heard. They would have heard us though.
carrying on like pork chops?
I hope so.
It would have been different as well. We're back again.
All right, let's start it again.
One of these days, we'll get it right.
I thought I had it right.
164 episodes down.
Well,
Each
maybe I'll get it
one-
right by the 300th one.
I know, but we've got a new battery in the rack, so we can be confident of that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen again.
Not this week.
No.
We nearly started the show that unplugged though, so that was good.
Well, there's always going to be something going on.
Anyway, welcome guys, and thank you for watching. Car of the week. What do we need to know, Beach?
We need to know the make,
Make?
the model.
Mm-hmm.
This, I would say, the team and the drivers, I guess, if we can do it.
Team and the driver or drivers?
Yes, there's 3 drivers, but there's one which
Well,
is
you-
most known. And we're
Most,
giving
most known for what?
crazy fastness.
Horsing around.
No, I said I wanted a pony.
Prancing horse.
What? What are you talking
No.
about? Are you giving things away?
No. Prancing ponies.
All right, and we'll do the weight on this too later.
We will weigh it. We've got our scientific scales here. They're
Does it say
warming
year?
up. What?
There's a year for this as well.
There's a year.
Yeah.
A make, a model, a year, a team, and
Driver.
the driver or drivers
Yes.
of the car.
Hmm.
Welcome. Well, without further ado, I think we jump straight in and take a look at the trains. Hey?
Let's go.
Departing platform 13. Come on in, Finn. What have you got for us, buddy? Welcome in.
Hello, Finn.
Hello, I'm back after missing a week.
You just missed a week, didn't you? You poor bugger. You were at home sick last week.
I could not speak. There was no voice coming from my throat.
But you are better and back on fire this week. How's your week been?
Oh, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, what goodies have you come across this week?
Well, I brought donuts to the shop.
You
There was
did
some
bring
good
donuts.
goodies.
You did bring donuts.
Oh,
And I may have had more than one.
We've been
Less than 5.
everything's been going well. We've been getting a lot of new exciting stuff coming into the shop. So that's
Mm.
always really fun and exciting.
definitely.
Yeah.
Always.
Had a lot of boxes going out, didn't there? A lot of stamps being leaked.
A lot of stamps being licked. So good times.
For sure.
Fantastic. And what have you brought in to show us this week, my friend?
I have bought in this little guy. One of the newest releases from the Hornby TT range.
The TT120 range.
TT120.
So this will be the 4th loco in the range?
I believe it's the
5th? So we've got
Fifth maybe, because
so
if
we've
you
got
count the
2
ones,
sets.
all the sets, yes, they're 2 different ones.
So we've got 2 sets and now 3
the other one.
extra locos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extra locos, additional locos.
This one in particular is the British Railways 08 diesel electric shunter locomotive.
Okay, how about we look at it from the top?
Yeah, no worries.
So this is a diesel electric.
Yes, that means diesel generator powers electric motors, which in turn moves the wheels.
And you said it's a shunter, so this would have been used for yard duties.
Very much yard duties for small and very, very light goods work.
And what can you tell us about it?
So the 08 shunters were the most numerous type of British diesel locomotive ever produced, with 996 being made.
996. I couldn't quite get the 1,000.
No, but it's they were first made in 1952, being one of the very first successful British diesel designs, and they've been so successful. A lot are still in service to this day.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
really?
do we have them here in Australia? Because I think I've seen such locos down at Spencer Street, Southern Cross.
We do almost. This was actually converted. This type of locomotive was converted and given a broader gauge and became the Victorian Railways F class, which actually is one preserved in the Williamtown Train Museum.
There you
There
go.
you
So you can see the Australian version of this.
Have you been
right
to
here.
the train museum?
I was my favorite place as a kid.
Oh,
Right.
wow. That's awesome.
This particular one was originally built as D3790 in 1959, and this
How did you
particular
know that?
I googled it.
Oh, that helps.
This particular one is now under the running number 08623,
Yep.
and is still in service to this day with DB Cargo.
Right.
So it is still alive and kicking.
This one still works. It still works its little heart out. Yes.
That's fantastic.
I think this will look really good. I mean, it's got the yellow on the front end.
Yeah.
And then also you've got all the converts here.
Yeah.
which will be going around. They're all yellow, so it's easy to see.
Even the lamps, the lights are painted. And the grills, I believe, are etched. So you can actually there's actually detail in
Does
there.
this one light up?
Don't think so.
They look like LEDs on the front.
They might it might. So I know in N-Gauge, you know what? I assume it might actually light up. He's currently investigating.
What's he doing? Is he checking stuff?
It goes on a minimum radius of
Look at that.
310.
Yeah. The deck has also got the wasp stripes as well as lamp brackets.
They're LEDs.
Lamps.
Where?
There's 3 bottom doobies.
There's my finger. That one, and that one.
You reckon?
He reckons they're LEDs.
Let me get my 9 steps pointer. Well, I could be wrong. It's not that I know anything about trains at all.
Those 3 things.
That and
What
that.
about the top one?
Well, and the top one. Yeah, that's 4. I don't know.
I think they're just molded
They
detail.
could be. Anyway, that is a conversation piece of the day.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Even the little windows open on this side. Get some nice air for the driver.
That is
It's
magnificent.
amazing detail. The fact that even the bolts holding on the coupling rods are also painted. So to give it that extra bit of detail.
I like the impression it gives because it doesn't look clean. It
No.
actually looks like it's been dirty and washed,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
It's a
The
very
red and the
fantastic finish. It's also a splendid looking thing. I love the 08. There's such a no nonsense industrial design.
I love the TT 120 scale.
It's
I think
amazing,
it's
isn't
really,
it?
Really cool.
Looking
forward to train mate Dave coming in and finishing off his little test track for us. His little shunting yard.
It's always
Shunter.
I always love this would be perfect for it. I always love seeing all the new TT stuff coming out. It's always so exciting seeing what comes next.
It's really cool, isn't it? I love
No,
that.
compact. You get an idea of how compact it is there.
This is my finger.
It is.
It is. We can vouch
It's
for that.
shorter than my finger, or about the same length.
It's funny because the other locos in the TT set are really, really big, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were the big
Those are huge
Pacific
ones.
Express locomotives.
Hmm.
This is just a little tiny little shunting loco.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
I noticed that we had a HO Mallard set coming as well.
We did have that
Yeah.
come.
Oh,
Yeah.
out.
the stock of it, yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
that's new and exciting, isn't it? Or it's a blue train, the
Hmm.
Mallard.
Mallard and LNER blue.
Yeah.
It's got that streamlined look.
Why did they paint it blue?
Because that was I believe it was because of the train it pulled. So the most LNER locomotives were either black for goods, green for passenger, but the A4s were painted blue specifically to set them apart from the others because they were the
fast.
flagship locomotives.
Ah, there you go.
Right.
Blue ribbon quality. Well, thank you for coming in and showing that little loco with us, mate.
No worries, I'll just put this back.
You
Yes,
have
nice.
a lovely day. Be very careful with that.
No worries,
Alrighty.
I am.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you
Vin.
for having me on. See
Thank
you next
you.
week.
See you, Finley.
Love those little small locos.
They're the best.
Mm.
No? I don't know. Just
Love them.
Finn knows his stuff.
He does.
I thought I was going to throw a curveball with the colour, but no, he knew.
There you
There
go.
you go. A somewhat seemed would be a silly question, had a very sensible and meaningful answer.
Absolutely.
Car of the week.
We've got a guess on the weight, so I guess we better weigh it.
Better weigh it.
Better weigh it.
I can get the old blue mat out the way.
Yep. You got the weighing machine?
What's your guess?
My guess. About what? Who's going to win the World Cup?
I'm guessing 1180.
1180.
Way wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
It's wrong.
Okay, so the guess so far
It does not weigh 1180.
has been, where was it? 600 grams. Way higher.
Way higher.
Way higher than 600 grams. There is a guess on the car as well.
It is a race car, but it is way higher.
How about this one? Lachlan 11's got a few answers here. 488 GT3 Kessel Racing.
Oh,
Oh, actually, I can see it. It's quite obvious there
is it? Why?
because it's written on the side.
It is Kessel Racing is the team. But
Okay.
what year is it and what race? So this
Okay,
car
so
was
Lachlan's come
specific
back with
for one race.
with another thing.
Yep.
Rossi, Martini.
Martini. It'd be a good time for Martini. It's not Martini.
Try.
So we do have a gentleman by the name of Rossi. We don't have a Martini.
No.
Any other guess?
If we got time for another guess.
No.
They're just weights.
Just wait.
We'll come back to the weights.
We'll come back to the weights.
Yeah.
What's
But
on?
higher than 600.
Talking about pedigree race cars,
Pedigree.
we had a good shipment of Tamia in,
Hmm.
and we had
Pretty
some.
healthy.
We had some rippers in.
Yeah.
So I'd
Let's have a
like
look.
to take a look at some of the on-road stuff. 1990 Mercedes C11. This was commonly referred to as a Sauber.
I'm thinking now, was it Sauber still then, or did Mercedes actually take over the team by the time of the C11?
I don't know.
Sauber C9 for sure.
Sauber C9?
Hmm.
I don't know. But this is a 1990 version of the car, and this is made on a pan car chassis.
Yes.
And by pan car, probably got a monocoque plastic tub,
Which
Doesn't
looks
it?
a bit like a fry pan.
which looks a little bit like a fry pan. But it is direct drive, so motor straight to a spur
Yes.
gear through a differential.
So it's a
to the axle.
derivative of the F1 chassis.
Yeah, the
So the rear pod,
F101.
front suspension is off an F1.
Yep.
And then the center tub is all brand new injection molded.
Yep, and they did that probably just for simplicity of building,
Yes.
keeping the car true,
Yes.
like no tweak, not a bad
Yes.
tweak.
Keeps it a bit cleaner too.
Keep it cleaner.
Because yeah, these were designed to be a recreation vehicle, so you drive it anywhere. You don't want stones like bouncing inside the chassis all the time.
Yeah. So these are really, really cool. Can we take the lid off and have a quick look inside?
Let's have a look. See.
Now these are special. There's only
Yeah, let me zoom
there's
this
only
out.
a couple in the company. We've sold more than half of them already, but that's why I thought I would take the opportunity because we might not see these for another 10, 20 years.
So once we take the body out, there's not going to be very much in there because these are actually it's all bagged up, is
It's
it?
all bagged in the body.
It's all bagged
It's a little bit different, their process.
because a pan car doesn't have a lot to it, does it?
No, but
Very
it's still
simple.
a really good build.
Mm,
Really good little build. So they got like the direct drive servo,
Yes.
no bell crank.
that's right.
Yeah, direct drive. Just we'll have a 540 motor in there.
They got the
Silver
damper
can.
plate at the back. I can't remember. Is
Yeah.
it damper plate?
I think
it's got a shock.
it's got a shock.
Mhm.
The later ones had damper plates, so
Yep.
it just has O-rings underneath
Right.
the T-bar.
Yes. Yes.
Keep it all nice and straight and true.
Mhm.
But yeah, really, really cool. The damper plate I don't think came until the little bit
F103.
later, F103.
Right.
Yeah. But there you go, and that is something pretty special. And what I love about this page, go to the front one. What I love about this most, I suppose, is the fact of its simplicity.
Mm.
It's classic and it's priced at a point where it's not ridiculous to collect it.
No, that's right.
You know,
And if you
even
do want
if
to
it-
drive it, they drive really well.
yeah, drive it and
Mm.
play with it, and
Mm.
then you can. And they go. How fast do these direct drive cars go?
Hammer and tong.
No, because it only weighs like 700 grams with a battery pack and everything.
Hardly anything.
Doesn't weigh much at all.
What else you got there? Oh,
TTO2.
this is
And
a bit of a classic 155.
If anybody knows me, knows how much I love a TTO2. We've done a couple of the builds. I'm actually going to do another one. I'm going to do one with Panda Man, actually.
Oh,
Panda is coming in the studio, and this, I know he's watching. This is the very car that we are going to build, mate. So
CLK.
the CLK. I'm a bit of a sucker for a silver Merc. Anybody who knows me knows that.
Mm.
So we're going to build that, and that's going to come out at the Bendigo Classic. We can discuss that later, but yeah, maybe even the Baronia Speed Bash. But these are the TTO2 cars. So
Mm.
we've got the 155.
Yep.
The beauty about these cars is the price point. These
Mm.
are so cheap.
Yes,
You can barely buy the body sets for that.
that's right.
You know, so you get to model it, paint it, you can play
Yes.
with it, put it on the shelf. So we've got all the same underpinnings.
Mhm.
We've got the 155, we've got the CLK.
Yes.
What else have we got? Something new.
What's that? Oh, rally.
Rally.
This is a Gazoo Racing.
Gazoo Racing. And that is the Yaris. So that is really cool. Again, it looks really short and squat, but I assure you that is the same TTO2 chassis.
It's amazing how they got the proportions, right? To
Yeah.
get the body looking really good.
And you can bet that it's going to look fantastic.
Yes.
So it doesn't have any other, it's still got the road going, sort of, it's got like a treaded tire.
Mm.
So it doesn't quite have something as aggressive as like the rally blocks. But yeah, it's such a versatile chassis that even the on-road ones, you
Mm.
could play with them in a really sort of, rustic setting.
Mm.
You know,
Yes.
you wouldn't take it like on a gravel road or anything, but it doesn't have to be a racetrack prepared asphalt.
No, that's
Car
right.
parks, roads,
Bit of rough and
driveways.
tumble is fine.
footpaths. Yeah, so that's
And off
really
road's
cool.
all right, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit off road's all right.
What's that?
That one here, that is the Senna.
Senna. McLaren Senna.
So really good to have these in because these move. They're really, really quick.
Mm.
And if you haven't built an RC car ever or lately you want to revisit it, a TTO2 is a perfect platform. You know, it's nice probably 3 hours to build the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the bodies, like the tough parts, are pre-cut for you. So like the wheel arches are cut,
yes.
the body holes are mounted.
Yes.
So
It
cutting the
helps.
body's quite easy.
Yeah.
The sticker kits are really, really pronounced. So generally, most of the time, you only have to paint them 1 or 2 colors
Yes.
to
To
get
all
a
the
really
detail
good
comes
finish.
through the decals.
And
yes.
all the good, because their decals are second to none. So it's really easy to get a good looking car, good looking RC car, and very, very like unbeatable value.
Good stuff, isn't it?
And they're very robust. They really are.
Yeah. Designed for a beating. So, yep.
That is all we've got in the TTO2 range.
There we go.
That's it.
Shall we go back to this?
Let's go back.
All right, because we've got a little bit.
Oh, this is so. What have we got?
Oh, we got 1652.
No, lighter.
Lower than that.
Lower.
Okay, so it's between. Well, just guessed 800, right? So it's higher than 800,
Higher than 800.
lower than 1652.
Yep.
All right, we've got 1700 here, so it's way lower than that.
Lower than that.
I've got to guess on a year.
Yes.
2021 Bahrain 12 hour.
Yes.
Well done. What else do we need to know?
That
Actually?
was the race. So the drivers.
So we've got two more drivers to guess.
This is a car and a team that showed up for one part of an enduro series.
Yep.
The Golf 12 hour. Yeah. So we had a couple of drivers in there. It is a Kessel racing car. It is a Ferrari 488. And the race was held in 2021. Yeah?
Yes.
So we're just about there. We need to know the drivers and the weight.
Yes.
It is a good
And we'll have a good look at it later.
I can't wait
to.
You really have to have a good look at it, hey, to appreciate it. Even the camera's not going to pick it up on macro. The detail is absolutely phenomenal. Right. What have you got for us, BJ?
We've got, we had a ton of plastic kits coming in, all different kinds.
Most of it went.
So I've picked a few bits and pieces that I thought would be interesting. And we'll start off with, how about the one on top of my stack?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Gundam people.
Did I show this last time? I can't remember. Maybe not. So this is an Australian armoured personnel carrier. So this is an M113A1.
Why is it an A1?
MRV. Why is it an A1?
A MERV.
An A1, I think the A1s were the export models.
Oh, there you go.
So during the Vietnam War, the Americans had a whole heap of M113s, and the Australians decided to use them as well.
Yep.
But they decided to
Spec them
modify a few of them. And last time we had the Cadillac Gauge turreted one, which had a smaller turret than this with 2 machine guns. But this one, they thought, we need something bigger. So they got the turrets of a Scorpion from the British, and they slapped them on. I don't know if they told you. You know John Hunter?
Yes.
He actually served in these.
Really?
That's why he wants one. He told me, you got to make sure you don't fire it when it's sideways because the thing will...
Tip over.
That's right. He said they weren't quite...
Refined then?
No, because they weren't designed to handle the power of the 75mm gun that was on it. So there was stress and stuff from that. But all in all, it seems to work okay.
Do you know how many warning labels are on military vehicles?
And warning labels are what? That it's dangerous.
Yeah. I found that funny.
Really?
There's a close friend of Hearns that may or may not work on military vehicles, and the warning labels that they have on those vehicles, it's like do not lick here, do not sit there, like it's
definitely no good for you.
No
sitting for you and no licking for you.
You know me, I go tongue first into everything.
There you go. So that's M113.
What else you got?
Oh,
These are new. Show me the minute.
Actually, I've got something that I want to show you here. So I'm not going to cut this open. These are brand new figures from Tamia 35th scale.
It's funny that they're still doing brand new figures.
They're upping the ante each time because when they were really famous for their figures in the very early days.
Is it because the technology's improved?
It has. So another brand will come out and they'll make really good figures. and they've probably revamped their range like 3-4 times over. And this is the latest style where they're using a lot of 3D scanning technology. So the actual drape of the clothing is much more natural, and they've gone away from the traditional multi-pose system. So multi-pose is quite popular amongst a lot of different brands. The figures are cut off on the arms, the torso, and the head, so you can actually remodel them easily. But they're a bit more specific in the way they're built.
Yep.
So that they actually look more natural in the way that they're designed. So what I'll do is I'll share you this page I've got,
What are you going to share?
if I can find it. Hang on.
These are late World War II. What makes them late World War II?
So their equipment changed. The
Oh, okay.
weaponry and their clothing and equipment.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you.
What are you showing?
Here's some work from Calvin Tan.
Yep.
He's a very famous figure painter. And these are his examples of just painting those regular figures. And they look like resin figures.
Yep.
They look really sick. I don't know if I can zoom in further from here. Maybe if I go to the screen, I can do it. Let's see if I can do some zoom.
But I suppose that the art really comes in the painting, no?
Well, that's right. Look at this. That's pretty spectacular for just a figure that's been injection molded.
How many hours would that take to paint, do you think?
I know, probably about the same time as it takes for the mushrooms to grow. But you see, I mean, he's an amazing
master.
painter. Okay, so you can see the textures with wood on the rifle as well. Bear in mind that rifle is probably, what would it be? Just over a centimeter long. The overall figure is about 50 millimeters tall.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
So you'd have to do that with a with your 9 steps mag visor,
Absolutely.
your Optrix 5, yeah?
I would.
You
You
would.
probably need that too,
Yeah, I would.
for sure. You need your tongue hanging out to balance, where you're looking, and a very fine brush. So that's magnificent. So that's quite amazing. Let me see if I can show you another example. So these are images that were taken for a Japanese magazine called Armor Modeling, which is quite famous. And I'll give you an idea of the faces are all different as well, and that's from the actual molding. So
Well, you wouldn't expect them to be the same face.
No, that's right. But on a lot of early sort of figures, they'll just copy a face. They all look the same. They all look like clones. So there's a dude just walking along in the rubble, carrying his big anti-tank mine, his telemine. There's a guy kneeling over. See a little dot pattern here, the P camouflage, the Waffen SS. And that's the sort of late weaponry there. That's the MP44. Not an MP44, STG 44.
Gee, do you know your stuff?
You see the shape of it.
I was going to call them leopard print pants, but I was way wrong.
So that's pretty much evolved by being copied and turned into an AK-47. So this design there, and then this guy here. There's hardly any extras been done to these. All that I can see that's been added to these are just the straps on the weapons, which is easy to do. You just
Is
cut
it?
up bits of
Oh, it's easy for you.
bits of paper and just glue them on. Makes little buckles for them. Amazing figures. So there you go. So that's that set of figures there.
Yep. And that's in the packet. That's what he's painted.
Yeah. So much cheaper than resin figures. Resin figures will probably be like $50 each, and that whole packet would be less than that. Multiple figures.
Well, not with how popular it's going to be.
No.
We'll have to put the price up.
What else we got? Something else from Tamia.
It's definitely not a leopard. That is definitely a tank.
It's a Leopard 2 A6.
A leopard 2.
So being very topical at the moment,
Very
the
topical.
war in the Ukraine. So
That's a Ukraine camo and spec tank, yeah?
yeah, so I mean, the Ukrainians have modified this a bit now, but this would have been as I took delivery of them from Germany and Poland.
Yep.
So they put on their Ukrainian markings and off they go.
Stick a flag on it.
That's right. And go fighting against the Russians. Nice. What else we got?
Thanks for showing me.
More tanks. Asuka is back in stock.
Thanks a
If you're
lot.
not familiar with Asuka,
I'm not familiar with Asuka.
Asuka are a Japanese company which actually made my pig tank.
There's no pigs with these ones.
No.
Or
So these
any-
are all Shermans. They specialize in Shermans because most people would probably be not aware that there were many different versions of Sherman throughout World War II.
You're not allowed to say that word today.
What? Sherman?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Can I
triggered.
say wombat?
I'm triggered. You can say wombat.
So there were many different wombats. No. So,
The Shermans.
so I've brought a Firefly, which is a British Sherman, and that's characterized by the gun that was fitted to these, which was actually a very good weapon.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the war, most of the German tanks were very, very powerful guns and very thick armor, and a lot of these guns on these tanks couldn't penetrate them, so they needed to gang up on them and use multiples and just hit them as many times as possible. But by doing that, quite often, many in that team would get destroyed trying to kill one German tank. So they always tried to find better guns, and the British had a good one. So hence the Firefly. That's what they call their version. So
Firefly.
this kit comes with accessories like all the stuff that's on the front, the Glacis plate. Just give it a bit
The
more.
what?
Glacis plate.
Glacis plate.
Yeah, that's the front of the tank.
It's got a
So
bit
you
of
got-
spare track.
That's right. So the added
Spare
these
idler
there,
wheels.
these are there not just as spares, so extra track and the wheels, but they were meant to be there as extra armor too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the armor wasn't as superior as the German stuff, so they'll put on whatever they could.
There you go.
So in the Pacific theater, the Americans actually put wood on their tanks too. Timber.
Wood?
Yeah, on the outsides.
What for? Catch on fire.
Stop the small arms and all that sort of stuff.
Really?
This is an easy 8.
What makes
Different
it
suspension.
easy?
Different suspension, and I think the gun is the 75mm, which was quite powerful. The earlier 76mm gun, even though it sounds like it's got 1mm bigger, it wasn't actually very powerful. The 75 was the equivalent of, say, the German 75mm gun.
Yeah.
So they got to fight sort of evenly. Biggest difference is Easy 8 had these particular suspension, which was far superior than the original.
Well, the last thing you want is a bumpy tank.
Well, that's it, because, the gun goes everywhere. You can't, aim properly. What should we do? Should we keep going, or what do you got?
Let's
So you
talk-
got my,
But I've got a little bit more RC stuff.
let's go to the car, eh?
We'll go to the
'Cause I
car.
think everyone's going on weights now.
Is it?
Yes. So where were we?
Where are we?
We've got
It's under 1600.
1350.
1350. It's lower than 1350.
Lower than 1350.
Don't forget, guys, this is a performance race car.
1280.
1280. It's higher than 1280.
Oh, we got it. We got it. No.
It is a car with substance.
So 1420 is definitely too high. 1470 is too high. So it's between 1350.
1350 and 1280.
That's correct.
Getting close.
Yeah, there you go.
Narrowing it down.
So Jeff Lee's saying he's watching from Catherine in Northern Territory.
How about that?
I bet you it's warmer over there than here.
You'd hope so.
I hope so.
I haven't been to Catherine's house, but yeah, she's probably got the heater on more than.
Yeah, probably. Oh, what do you got here?
What have I got?
You've got a Hakasuka.
This is one of my. Anybody who knows me knows that this is one of my all-time favorite radio control cars. No, it's combined with the Phaser Mark II chassis, and we've been racing and playing with this for probably over a year now. And I managed to pick myself up a body set, as you know, with the Hakasuka, and we even put lights on it.
Yes.
And it is by far one of my favorite RC cars to race. It's not the fastest, it's not the best performing, but it always brings a smile to my face.
Should I put on a video?
Put on a little clip.
I'm not sure if there's the right one, but I'm just going to play a whole heap of videos.
Yeah, we've got some there. What have we got?
Oh, there it is.
How good's that? You were deafening me with the music.
Sorry.
So this was the first day out at Bendigo.
It is Bendigo.
It is definitely Bendigo. That was the Nissan's first day out. And how fun was it?
Was that at the Classic?
I think that was at the Classic.
Yeah. Cool. Like seeing these really
scale races.
That's right. It's easy to stick to see on the road.
Yeah.
You know, rather than the really smooth racing type
And
saloons.
it's quite period like correct. I don't know. It has a bit of body roll, and it's
Yes.
not the fastest, but it
Okay.
was really cool.
I'll crack on to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
So
is
that-
a phaser as well.
This is my phaser with a Subaru body shell kit on it.
Yes.
So there's another one that's in the phaser lineup.
Mhm.
Again, based on the same car.
Yep.
9-step powered lipo.
Yes.
We got some sweet. I didn't like the white.
Yeah.
Painted them
Make it
gold. Hey, so
It
it's
has
got
to be gold.
well, it matches Subaru, doesn't it?
That's right. Got to look right.
And
White
the
wheels look
stickers.
right.
And that is just some of the fun that you can have with your Kyoto Phaser. What's the next one?
All right, let's crack it. Hang on. Let me just make sure I don't deafen everyone.
You're deafening me.
Here's the next one.
Oh, so
Camaro.
this is what my Phaser started life as.
Oh,
Wasn't
this
it?
is a racing package.
This is the racing package. This is the racing package that we put together. So started life as a Camaro. You can see the radio, the charger. That is our racing package that we had together at the time. And that's everything you need to go racing. That's its first incarnation. Bossman Jeff's actually got that body shell at the moment. He's still nursing it around.
Nursing it.
Nursing it. Well, it's got a few coats of shoe glue on it now and race tape,
Right.
but still going strong.
Let's finish up with this one, and this is the most exciting one.
Is it? Which one is
I'm
it?
hoping.
You're hoping.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not the same thing. I'm doing this one.
I'm not sure what you've done.
It was meant to be a video with the Asuka with lights on.
You must have missed one.
That's this one, eh?
Never mind. You're just going in.
I'm just going everywhere. I'm just running them up. I don't even think direction on it. There you go. Let me see if I can find this video because I think it's pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool with lights on, doesn't it?
It does. Is this one?
No, it won't be that one.
All right, let's try another one.
But that's why it's one of the most videoed cars in the Hearns Racing collection. There you go.
Oh, that one.
You can play that
Right.
bad.
Let me download it.
What are they watching? Are they watching you?
No, they're not watching this one.
What? They're not watching me do this, are they?
No. Just bear with me. Just bear with me.
Oh, the
I've got a
IT man.
method to my madness.
I don't know that you do. For a
Oh, I don't know
20-second
either.
clip, I think I've broken it. Hey?
What have
But
I done?
yeah, so the Kyoto Phaser is really good.
Which one is it?
They come pre-assembled, which is really nice. And all you need to bring to the party is a battery and charger, and you can go racing.
Oops, that's not right.
Now you put on cats. No,
Oh, maybe everyone will enjoy seeing the cat.
leave it alone.
All right, I'll leave it
You
alone
broke
now. All right,
Yeah,
I'm just going to wreck it.
So I just wanted to show people that because it's one of my favorite RCs. There's only a couple left in stock. So if you are thinking about it or you do love your Datsun Hakasukas, get yourself a Kyoto Phaser. What else you got, Paige?
I got some more kits. Got some more kits.
Show me your kit.
I still haven't given up here.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
you had me at hello.
Here we go.
What?
Here we go.
You said that last time.
Here we go. Here we go. I think I've got the right one now.
You're a video tease.
Yeah, but bear with
Okay.
me. Bear with me.
I can't.
Hang on.
What?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
What's happened?
This one.
I'm not sure.
All right. Let me make sure I don't deafen anyone with this one.
So
Is this the one?
that's the one.
That's the one with the lights on it.
That was out at Cirque one night.
Right.
Part of the summer series.
Oh,
How good does it look with lights on?
yeah. Black front lights and
Right, it's got the Subaru gold wheels on it. That's okay. That was cool. That was inside the pit tent.
that's it. How
That
good is
was
it?
really cool. And that was a kit that wasn't commercially available. You whittled that one up.
Hmm.
You waddled up to JCar. You demanded some super bright LEDs.
Give me the ones that will blind me when I look at them. And I said, how are these? And I ended up blinded. I said, they'll do.
So BJ tinkered around with that, wired them up, and that just plugs into one of the empty receiver ports,
Yeah,
and
just-
boom,
just pulls the power out of the BZ.
That's right.
Mm.
Really, really cool. So, and it is a really fun way to go RC. And it doesn't have to be racing. You can just grab it and go in the car park.
That's right.
It is definitely a level up over the TTO2s.
Yes.
You know, it does have oil damper shocks, a 14-turn single motor. It does perform better out of the box. That said, there's a whole host of upgrades and options for TTO2s that you can get. And the Phaser 2. We don't do it so much because in our control spec class of racing, you're not allowed to touch them.
Yeah, that's good because keep it nice and simple.
Keep it nice and simple and save people spending money or people wasting on hop-up parts, you know. All right. What have you got?
More kits.
What is that?
Copperstate Models.
Are you going to show me the
Specialized.
board? Did you show the board?
I haven't shown the board. I've shown that before.
Not the board.
Not on the board though. But the board's been like strung up now.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
So, Copperstate Models. They specialize in World War One.
We love Copperstate Models,
We
don't
do.
we, here at Hearns Hobbies?
We do indeed. And
Why
this
do
is
we
one
love Copperstate Models so much?
because the quality of the kits is really good.
Where are
And
they from?
They're from Latvia.
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 I don't have much to add to that.
Riga, Latvia.
Okay, there you go.
So from the capital. They're really nicely machined, as in tooled. And this is one of their latest ones.
What do you know about it?
Not much.
No?
So it's Erdhard.
So
Pretty
this
chunky.
is Copperstate specialized in World War One.
Yes.
Can I say that?
Yes. So they do aircraft as well as armored cars.
And lots of little figurines.
The resin cast figurines are superb.
Yeah?
So they're amongst the best you can get in resin figures.
And they are made to be used in dioramas or like, what do you call them, vignettes,
That's right.
you know?
So there's figures that are designed specifically for this
Yes.
era and this particular vehicle. And then there's also, this is 35th scale. There's also 32nd scale if you want to do aircraft as well. But because of this this era, there weren't any tanks around yet. And so they were just using armored cars.
Armored cars.
So there's probably about 10 in the range now. All of them look quite different. And the latest one, which you were talking about on the board,
Yep.
the Fire Panzer, is actually a mobile, I guess you call it a
Was it a horse?
pillbox.
Was it a horse-drawn cart thing?
Yeah, so to move it around, it was designed for trench warfare. So if you got one area you want to fortify, you can put a few of them out there. Like you lift them off the cart and you stick them in place. And then if you need to put them away, they could go onto a little rail and you push them into like an enclosure. But if you need to move it on to a different part of the line, you stick it back on the cart, put some horses on it, or some dudes can just pull it, and then you can move it around. So it had a bit of a gun on it. This, actually, what was the other one? It had a small cannon on it.
A small cannon.
Small cannon.
What's the difference between a large gun and a small cannon?
Well, a large gun would probably destroy a small cannon. Small cannon may not impact a large gun. I just made that up. I don't know. But beautiful kits. They come with photo etch parts as well. Although some will have more photo etch as an accessory. But they're beautiful kits.
14 plus.
14 plus. So check them out. They're really interesting if you're sick of doing regular tanks.
I'm definitely not sick of doing regular tanks.
Well, if you want to see something unusual in a modern tank,
A modern.
we've got Meng baking stock, and this thing is a bit funky.
Why?
It's a Terminator.
Okay, talk to me.
So the Russians developed this from an existing tank chassis.
Yes.
It's a T-72, but they've changed the whole weapon system and turret to be this, I guess you call it a infantry support vehicle. But it's actually a tank support vehicle. So I have tanks with this along with it. So the idea is the armament on this is more maneuverable than, say, trying to move a big gun. So it just takes out any...
So what does it do? I don't understand.
well, it's got two big, massive... like
This looks
machine
to
gun
me like
cannon
it's.
things.
This looks to me like it's autonomous or driven remotely.
So it is a remote control weapon system. So
Is
there's
it?
no one actually in the top there. So all the crew is in the base.
Oh, so it does have
So
crew in the base.
they're protected by the actual hull itself.
Yep.
So they're not vulnerable in the top, but there are missile launchers and like a 25 mil cannon, I think, or a 30 mil cannon, which can be used on the ground or also for anti-aircraft. So it's meant to be multi-purpose. It's also got a mine dozer on the front.
Mine dozer.
Yeah, so it could be the first in the line and actually dig up and explode all those mines before heavy tanks actually rolled over them and got blown up. So that's a modern thing. So this is 2009 when it got shown, and apparently they've been used in Ukraine war.
Really?
So the idea actually came about when they were fighting in Chechnya, because quite often in urban combat, the Chechens would come along on buildings and just attack tanks from the top. They didn't have much defenses, but the guns on this can actually rotate all the way up. So that's the idea behind this.
There you go.
Big box fizz.
So you don't want to throw bricks at it. Is that what
You
you're
can
saying?
throw bricks at it. They're not going to do very much.
No?
No.
There you go.
There you go. What's we got?
There you go.
What do we need now? We're still going to look at
Aren't
this?
we announcing something?
Oh, we are.
Is
We
that
are.
you'll have to fill me in because I'm a little bit lost.
Okay,
on
so
that.
we've run competition.
Did we?
Yes. And it was a while ago. So
Yes.
apologies, it's taken a while for us to actually choose the winner. So
Well, we're not
it
choosing.
was
the winner.
it's going to be a random roll.
Well, how are you going to choose that?
Well, I've got a system in place.
A system,
I've got a system.
a procedure.
So just to let everyone know, there was a collect a button promo we had.
Oh yes.
So each month-
yes.
With your purchase, you could collect a button.
A button.
So if you got all 3 buttons, you could go on the draw. Okay, so it was quite a bit of what do you call it? You have to be
Interaction.
involved. Yes,
Interaction.
Okay, so it happened over a number of months.
Yeah, it was over 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
But the grand prize, there's only one prize, and it's worth $600.
No.
So that's the biggest competition we've ever run. So
I've never won $600.
okay,
So
How-
what do? You win a $600 gift voucher
yes,
to
yes.
spend here.
Yes. How about I get the stuff ready? All right, here we go. Where's that top camera?
That's right here.
All right, let's zoom it in. Oh, that's too zoomed.
Don't over zoom.
How's that? Is that
So
better?
have we got names on there? There's no disclosure.
There's names on there.
Everybody's allowed to be. Where's the pointer? There we go.
All right, let me just change the camera.
So people can see.
Okay, so we had 4 entries.
Four people over 3 or 4 months.
That's right. They collected all 3 buttons.
All 3 buttons.
Yes, that's right. And so we've got Michael Whitley, Claire Evans, Anthony Francis Purcell, and Jeff Lee.
Is that the same Jeff Lee that's watching?
I'm not sure.
That sounds like he'd be the same Jeff Lee.
Oh, really? All right. Well, let's see. So what
I
I've
say-
done, I'll put in. So rather than just have this split in 4 bits, right?
Yeah,
I'll
that-
put in the name multiple times, all even. So you got an even split here.
Yep.
Okay. So green is Jeff, blue is Michael, red is Claire, and what's that? Is that yellow, orange?
Yellow, yep.
That's Anthony. Okay. Now I'm going to hit the button, and we'll see who becomes the winner of the $600 voucher. You ready?
Do you know what to do?
Not sure.
Can I hit it?
Yep. They didn't do it. Yeah, it's rolling.
Oh,
Okay, we're rolling. We're rolling.
$600.
$600. $600. Oh, it's slowing down.
Off
It's
gift
winding
voucher.
down.
What would you buy? I'd buy another phaser.
I'd buy another machine Grieger thing.
Oh,
Oh, who we got?
oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh, that's looking like. Hang on, it hasn't stopped yet. Hasn't stopped yet. Look at that. It rolled over.
Oh,
Anthony Francis Purcell. Congratulations.
congratulations. You can look forward. We've obviously got all your details on hand.
We have, so we'll be contacting you. And
Forwarding you a $600
Gift
Hearns
voucher.
Hobbies gift voucher.
That's right. Well
Wow.
done.
That is fantastic. And thank you for everybody who took part in the competition, especially Anthony. I bet he's the most, he's pumped. $600.
Yeah.
Hey,
How good is it?
we're still on overhead.
Lee,
That's awkward.
how's that?
That's way better.
Should we get back to this?
Congratulations, Anthony. $600.
Yeah,
That's huge.
well done. So thanks for participating. And I think we got to think up a different sort of competition to do again, like a big one.
I love competitions.
So we used to do these modeling competitions, remember? During lockdown. We haven't done them in a while.
Well, you need a shave first.
Why?
before you
What?
go modelling again.
Well, that's a different kind of modelling.
What do you mean?
I can model with like furry head.
Can you?
It's called furry head modelling.
I better not Google that.
All right, where we're up to?
How much does
I've
the car
lost my-
weigh? How much
All
does
right,
the car
where
weigh?
am I? I'm gonna go back and work out where we're at.
Where are we at? Come
Oh,
on.
okay. We've got guesses on the drivers.
We've got some new people jumping in the show.
We have. So John P's jumped in.
John P.
Surian's having
Surian's in
a
there
bit of a
too. A
conversation.
few of the racers are in there, up and about.
We've
What do we
been
got?
up to there.
Come on. We were at 12.
1350 we've done.
Yeah,
1280
1280.
It's too low.
1280 is too low.
I got guesses on the drivers.
John P. He's absolutely nailed it. So we've got Valentino Rossi,
Yep.
Luca Marini, and Yuccio Salucci. So these guys know each other quite well. Valentino Rossi, I imagine he's an instigator with his marketing company VR46 and having 46 numbers on the car.
Yep.
We've got Yuccio Salucci, which has been one of his probably best friends and companions over his many years of motor racing. He's been his personal assistant somewhat and now runs his MotoGP team. And Luca Marini, that's Valentino Rossi's half brother. So
Right.
they know each other quite well.
There you go.
Luca Marini is still racing MotoGP bikes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the VR46 team.
Right.
And right up the pointy end on the Ducatis.
Right. Okay.
So doing really, really well. So these guys got together and they had a bit of a play in the desert. And I want to say that they finished fourth overall. That could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think it was fourth when I looked it up. So I think
It's
that's
not a bad effort, is
I
it?
think that's everything all sorted on the car,
Right.
except the weight. Lock in the weight.
All right. So here's some weights coming. Right. 1290.
1290. No, higher.
Higher than 1290. Okay.
I want to say, was it 1350 and 1290?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. All right. 1350 is the ceiling. 1290. Come on, guys. You guys.
What else we got? Hang on.
How much?
1320.
Lower.
Lower than 1320.
Lower than 1320. So we're 1290, 1320.
Hang on. There's more comments coming.
Is it?
Uh,
Do you know what Johnny P'd like to see? He'd like to see the rookie. He's seen a rookie.
what rookie?
The RO 1.0.
Oh,
But we've had a look at that before, haven't we?
We have opened
We've
it.
unboxed that on the
We
show
have.
before.
we have.
But there's a fresh stock of that. The Yokomo entry-level buggy.
Let's have a look. What have I got?
I'm not sure. You've been really
1555. That's
No.
way too high.
You've been really distracted by that laptop today, BJ.
1315.
13. Ooh, lower.
Lower than 1315.
So
1303.
higher.
Higher than 1303.
So now we're between 1303 and 1315. Now we're
1310.
now we're getting somewhere. Higher.
Higher than 1310.
Higher than 1310.
All right.
All right, leave it.
All right.
What you got?
What have I got? Oh, what? We restocked on Bandai too.
Bandai, Gundam is not one of my strong suits as far as product lines, but it is one of my favorite things to have stock of in the shop because the Gundam fans, and it whips them into a frenzy.
They're pretty passionate.
Hey, they're passionate people, the Gundam fans. We only got we got hundreds of kits. We got 4 top-end kits. They sold within 4 hours. No? And you're not talking about $50 kits here. You're talking about top-end Gundam kits.
So no MG EXs.
MG
EXs like premium master grades.
premium master grade, yeah. But
They
yeah,
disappeared.
absolutely disappeared. So I love getting Gundam in because it really whips the whole store into a frenzy. People come in and they look for it. They know that they've been released. So tell us a bit about this one.
This is a
Vercar.
Vercar of a new Gundam.
A what?
New.
Is
you
it?
see the V there?
Yes.
That's pronounced new.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I would have
I don't
pronounced
know.
it. I would have pronounced it V.
I don't know. I think it's Greek. I don't know.
What, Greek? It's bloody Japanese.
What are you talking about?
What? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the new.
Oh,
So look at jam packed full of
it's like
stuff.
Greek nudes. What?
No.
Wow. How many screws do you reckon there are? There's about 19 in there.
There's a lot. There's more than 19, I reckon.
I am not going box diving in that.
Right, so we got funky colours coming in. Lots of bits.
It's a very strong palette. Lots of clear. Oh, it includes the action base. Is it?
Oh, it looks like it, yes.
So
There's a clear action base.
Is it? Do they include action base sometimes?
Yeah, because you look on the side, it actually has those, I can't remember what we call them. They look like rockety things.
I like the greeny. I like the clear green bits. I reckon he'd be a good looking Gundam.
These bits. With
Yeah,
glowy
the,
bits.
yeah, the glowy bits.
Yep. And so these sections here are actually, they turn into missiles.
Missiles.
So hence like this. So you can mount it up like this. So it looks like they're flying.
Now, what's these things?
Well, they're the bits that were on his back. They're folded up like this to a C shape
What for?
to attack.
Oh, they're like birds, like boomerangs.
Well, I guess so. Like missiles.
Missile boomerangs.
These things fold up.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very big Gundam.
So
Chunky.
what you're saying, Chunkamunka?
Mm.
Does it get the BJ Chunkamunka approval?
He is Chunkamunka, but I've seen more Chunkamunka.
BJ Chunkamunka approved.
That's right.
There you go. The new, that's deceptive.
Yeah, that's new. New
So-
Gundam Verkar. So
New-
Verkar is a particular interpretation of this particular Gundam.
There you go. New Gundam.
Beautiful. This is just one I picked. There's a whole heap out there.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
There's hundreds
Mm.
of the things.
Yes. What else we got?
You got this.
Oh!
I want to talk some specialties.
Oh!
Now, John P reminded me of those.
So a very special Avanti.
Tell us what you got, mate. Tell us what you're looking at.
This is a black special Avanti.
Bloody hell.
Black special,
It's like we've got half
meaning,
the shopping here with us today.
yes, it's got a lot of black bits. But not just that. It's got a lot of the carbon and option parts as standard.
So this is a
It's like
re-release.
super premium.
This is a re-release Avanti,
Yes.
which is special in itself,
Yes.
and this is a black edition, a black special. So did they have this back in the day?
No.
No.
This is a modern interpretation.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know what I love most about this? Have a look at this. I did take some photos of this.
Yeah. What's that?
Now I am licensed and allowed to lick this one because I actually know the owner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe a Father's Day present?
What do you mean?
Father's Day.
How good's that? All right.
I need to speak to my wife.
The Avanti.
Hey,
The Avanti is arguably one of the best looking cars.
is it?
It has a very complicated suspension system.
It's the BJ of the RC car world.
So a lot of aluminium metal parts for each suspension arm.
Yep.
A lot of threaded rods. And then this one incorporates additional CVD joints, front and rear,
So they
carbon
have.
fiber shock
You're
towers.
gonna have to zoom in a bit there, Beach.
Oh,
zoom
zoom
in, and let's have a look. It's all right. It's
Where are you at?
just Ninja Will.
So we got a motor here.
That's that's a 25 turn super stock, yeah.
GT tune.
GT
yes.
tune,
So 25 tons. So that's like a Japanese stock.
25 turn.
Yep.
This is the CVs that you were talking about.
Yes, the rebuildable CVD. So you got the bones there.
That wouldn't have been the case back in 1988.
No. So there were individual dog bones in the original kit, and you could get additional, like just regular.
Would it have
universal-
had carbon fiber back in the day?
No, it was fiberglass.
Because that would have been pretty special, no? Even back
Yes.
then, fiberglass would have been special.
Yes. And then we've got the these outdrives.
Yep.
They look different as well.
Just have to move that Ferrari out the way.
You just push it on the floor.
I'm getting well. We've got ball bearing. Look at the special Tamia spanner.
Well, yep, it's got a spanner with a Tamia actually embossed in it.
We've got some springs there. They look like thrust springs for the ball diff, somewhat.
I don't think these come with ball diffs though.
No slipper clutch.
Probably a slipper clutch. And then you got your
Ball
pinion.
bearing pinion. Have a look at these machine kingpin. That is
So-
not something that you want to break,
Well, these are shock mounts.
are they?
So the larger one is for the shock head.
Yeah.
And the smaller one is for the tie rod across the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've got hexes. I'm tipping the original car didn't have hexes, did
No,
it?
I didn't have clamp hexes. It did have aluminium hexes, but they were slotted.
Okay.
They didn't go onto a pin.
And if we come out a little bit,
Yeah.
we don't want to make people sick. So then we've got
Clear body.
clear body, got a clear under tray.
Yep.
To protect the carbon fiber chassis.
Yes.
Molded resin gearbox,
Mhm.
gears, the shock parts, decal
Yes.
sheet.
And then you got the other side with some more funky stuff.
Got some more Funka Munka.
Okay, so you got the uprights. The gold uprights here.
Yeah.
These actually been CNC machined. The original ones were cast aluminium.
Yep. CNC machined, anodized.
You see the carbon fiber chassis.
Yep.
These are those rose joints.
Yep.
Which made it really interesting. So each one of these things are a part of the suspension arms.
Yeah. So you really need a setup station back before they were even thought of.
And this is the front suspension mount.
Yep.
These actually go into a silicon tube. So the front actually has a bit of give in case you hit the corners or something.
Like a crashback.
A little bit like Crashback in the Shoemaker, but it wasn't rubber band, so it didn't flick all the way back, but it had a little bit of give. Then you get your shocks. So this is before they did the high caps.
Yep.
So they're a little bit skinnier.
They'd be pretty special though.
Hmm.
Now look at the machined. There's a lot of hand finished parts.
Yes.
No? A
Yes.
lot of hand finished parts. And that's what makes this kit so very, very special.
They're beautiful.
And obviously under here, you're going to have all our special box of all the screws and hardware
Yes.
and so forth.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
And congratulations.
But it's not the only
the lucky
amazing
owner.
thing.
It's not
No, I think we've got another amazing thing, haven't we?
a black special.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me have a look in my black special box.
You got a black special box, haven't you?
I've got a black special box.
Yeah.
Let me have a look what I can find.
What do you got there?
Oh,
What's
another-
that?
That's another black special.
Oh.
Now, which one is better? The Aggress or the Avanti?
Well, in the history of the cars, the Aggress is meant to be the competition version of the Avanti.
So it's later reiteration.
So it's more competition based. It has simpler components.
Yep.
It's got the plastic molded suspension arms, which were on the VQS or the Vanquish at that time.
Yep.
So it's lighter weight and high cap shocks on it.
Yep.
And ball differentials.
Ball diffs.
Yes.
So this is the race version.
It is. So there's less metal bits. So you don't have those metal rose joints.
But have a look what you do get inside the box. Go to the overhead.
Mm.
And
Okay, so similar sort of thing, right?
And again, with this premium kit, you can see here, got the blow molded case. Because realistically, they're not designed to be, well, a lot of people are not going to build these, are they? They're just going to put them up on the wall exactly like that, like
That's right.
art.
Well, this is how they used to be presented, remember?
Yeah.
In the
So
original boxes.
actually, it looks like the similar part, different anodizing.
Yes.
We've got the wheel hexes again.
Yes, but they're not black. They're silver. Still
not
clamp style.
Have a look at these. These would be hand machined steering posts, bell cranks, and top deck razors.
Yes.
Um,
Different springs.
you've got different springs because they're higher cap, bigger bore shocks.
Yes.
We've got plastic gear set here. That looks very Top Force.
Yeah,
So
but they're
this-
smaller gears.
This was the last car before the Top Force. Yeah?
That's right.
Over on this side, I like the way that they've packaged this body because I'm sure wouldn't have been like this back in the day, surely.
It could have been. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But they've designed it so that the tires can fit over it and not move around in
in the
the
box. How good's that? I like this simple little engineering, no?
Yes.
I've not seen that on any other RC ever. Look at those tires. I like the TR31s.
Oh, they're huge, aren't they? Big pins. So
They're
nice
cool.
body.
Nice body. We've got the under tray.
Yep.
And then moving over to more special parts.
So you got CVDs. Same sort of thing as in the Avanti Black.
Yep.
Here's a motor mount. That's quite visible there. You got the stainless
Prop
steel
shaft.
propeller shaft. We've got the propeller shaft cups here.
Oh, one
There's
way.
a one-way. Oh, that
so
wasn't
that
in
would
the
have
other
been
one, was
that
it?
would have been first introduced with this.
Yes, so there's a one-way shaft right there. Got the bearings. And there's the motor mount, the cam system.
Fully adjustable
And you
gear
see
mesh.
it's like Delrin gearbox hubs.
Yep.
Is that what we call
Is it?
them? Are they Delrin? They look sort of Delrin. They look Delrin.
So
They'll be
front,
for
inner,
the-
and outer. Is that for the like the ball diff
That's for
pressure
the ball
plates?
diffs, yes.
Yeah, pressure
Yes.
plates for the ball diff. There you
That is
go.
correct.
Fantastic. And there we have. So there is a couple of very special kits.
Mm.
And these ones didn't last more than 24 hours. These are actually both sold.
Mm. How good is
So
it?
I did ask the owner if I could do that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought we were just doing
Wow. I'll ask him now
it.
before he watches the show. So
There we go.
congratulations. But yeah, the Aggress and the Avanti.
Do we have any more of this stock?
The Aggress, maybe not.
Yep.
The
Avanti,
Avanti.
maybe.
Oh, I do actually. Yeah. So we do have, the friendly folk over at Hobbyman.
Oh, have
I've
they?
got an
They got
Aggress.
another one. Okay.
and we have an Avanti.
So from here you can see the motor mount there. The motor sits in there.
Looks very VQS, doesn't it?
It does.
There you go.
Yes.
It's over there. Oh, that's sold as well. That's got a home. Can't say who yet. That's also
Okay, so that's
also
suspension
secret.
arms.
So trailing link.
Yeah, but all molded in one piece, right?
It actually looks quite robust, that car.
Hmm.
I won't know because I'll never drive it.
VQS, which
not-
evolved
Into
for
this.
you is an Aggress. Well, actually, it devolved, I think.
Well, they probably had to cheapen it a bit, no?
Yeah. So the Aggress came out first.
Because the Aggress was premium.
Yes, and then the Avanti was quite pricey.
And back in the time, no? When you're talking, even back like in the really, really late 80s, you're talking up in the high hundreds.
Oh, yes.
High hundreds,
Yes.
you know?
500-600
And that's
bucks.
back when you could buy a house for like $2,000. And you could fill your car up with like $20 petrol. And a pack of smokes is probably $2.50. Yeah. So different times.
Different times.
Different
Very
times.
different. So what
So
have we got here?
you can see, in fact, how cheap RC is, and everybody should be doing it. It's
Yes.
bargain. Never been cheaper.
What do we do? Are we still doing weights here? We
We're
are.
we better be doing some weights.
How about
Tony P.
13-13?
That's it.
Is it? On the money.
That's on the money.
13-13.
Of all the people that just look, you just come right in. No?
Yeah, I think that is any comment.
Boom.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was going to bring that thing in as well, talking of Tony P.
Think.
So, I might go speed running
Oh,
on
this
Sunday.
weekend.
This Sunday.
Out in
Look
Altona.
at out in Altona.
Right.
I don't know where, and I don't know, the fickle Melbourne weather might play its dirty tricks. But I'm going to take the FS Racing Model GT
Oh,
and avoid gutters at all cost and hold it pinned.
pinned.
I've got a big pinion. We got some charged lipos and some TDK. Let's see what can go wrong.
A few things.
A few things.
Yeah.
So we has done a confirmed 108 in closed circuit testing.
Mhm.
That should be easily achieved. That's with the standard 12 tooth pinion. It comes with the 15 tooth in the box. I may or may not be putting a 26 tooth.
Really?
Yep. Whatever I can fit in there. And I do have files. So
And if that works, we'll be trying to fit in the spur.
yeah, then
Swap
then
the
we'll-
spur for the pinion.
yeah, then we'll be trying to do something there.
And
And
that'll
then-
make it do 1,000 kilometers an hour.
1,000 at least. That's the prediction.
Yeah.
The prediction, I think 1,000 might be a stretch, but 930, 933
So 1,000 is a prediction. 930 is
is a realistic.
expected, and then theoretically, you should do 300.
But I'd be happy if we could get to the higher hundreds. You know,
Hey, look, anything over 100 is.
and then I'm really excited to get it to the velodrome. You know, as fun as speed running is, I can't wait to get it to the velodrome because it's quite an experience to try and hang on to something.
You're quite a
at the
late
velodrome.
experiencer of velodrome, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like scary and like you're on the risk of like everything just turning into a fireball.
How good is it? We look forward to the fireballs.
Yeah, we do.
Just unfortunately, someone's got to put it out and fix it.
But anyway, congratulations, Tony. Let's reweigh it.
Yep.
Now the temperature compensation unit may not have worked today.
Really?
I think it's cooled down a couple of degrees since we started the show.
All right. Is it tearing off? There we go. 0.
Boom.
Oh, it is. There you go.
13.
Tony P, right on the money.
Right on the money.
13.
Now, while we're here, let's take a closer look
Yeah,
at this.
let's get into it.
At this beauty.
All right. So let's just have an overall view of it.
Have a look at it.
So nice matte, really deep, dark navy blue.
Yeah. It's
So-
like a midnight black, isn't it? So it's it's really, really dark blue. It's really, really light black. It's a bluey black.
And I think the matte finish works really well on this because matte picks up a lot of soft diffuse light.
Yeah.
And it breaks up the color as you
The
look around.
fluoro and the gloss decals. I'm a
Mm.
huge fan of the aesthetics and the detail. So this one here is 112 of 346.
Well, right.
Actually made quite a lot of these. Now let's zoom right in. We'll go all the way until it goes fuzzy, then out a little bit.
Right.
Here we
Is that
are.
how you do it?
Here we are. And have a look there.
We were looking at the intercoolers before, right?
Yeah. You can
You
see,
just see one there,
yeah,
one side.
and then you can see the other one on the other side. Look at all the oil lines.
Well, the part that really impressed us was these panels here, because they're actually vented.
They're vented, they're mesh.
Yes.
And the chassis, you can see the anodized chassis through it. See that?
Yeah, can you?
You can see it on the camera, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really, really nice. And we've got carbon fiber texture on the wing.
Yes.
Again, with the matte finish and the gloss stickers.
Yep, diffuser.
I'm going to have to readjust the camera as I bring it up closer. Oh!
Hang on.
There we go. Look at that. Look at the carbon fiber on the diffuser. And have a look, if I come over here, have a look at the tow hook.
There was this other thing, little lights as well.
Photo etch tow hook. Look at that.
Near one of the brake lights. What's that funky thing hanging out? There, that thing.
That's
Even the surrounds of the
that's
lights.
the kill switch.
is
In
mesh.
fact, that's the fire suppression system.
Right. Amazing.
Proper mesh, huh?
Proper mesh. It's not fake mesh. Actually, the carbon fiber on those side skirts looks pretty good too, doesn't it?
You get right in there. Get toy like a tiger.
There you go. That Kessel Racing bit.
And you can see like it's actually got texture,
Hmm.
the carbon,
That's right.
into the wheels. Beautiful.
The
Look how
wheels are
thin
nice.
the spokes.
Yeah, yeah. Really delicate.
Brembo calipers. You can see why these things are worth every cent. You know, they really are. Got the slide back window.
Hmm. Yeah, look at the fins that are just above that wheel arch as
Look how
well.
thin it is.
Oh,
No?
those ones, yeah.
Would be like in the tenths of the millimeters, no?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, look at those vents. Just say.
And
Beautiful.
there's the shut off. There's another fire extinguisher hook on the front there.
Right. Got a windshield wiper.
Wow.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That is really good. Beautiful headlights and look at the headlight detail.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very well done.
Absolutely
The
beautiful.
fluoro is always really hard, particularly decals.
Oh, look at the strut holding the front wing on there. That's
Yes.
tiny. That'd be tenths of millimeters again, no?
Yeah.
A little tow hook again at the front, sticking out.
Hmm. I was just looking at the mirrors too.
Absolutely.
Spectacular.
And that is the level of detail of the BBR, isn't it?
It is.
The BBR 488 GT3, Kessel Racing VR46 car. There you go. And it weighs 313 grams. Did I miss something? Ooh,
How's that?
good looking side profile. It's got a side profile that's nearly as good as yours.
Got no words for that.
It's because you've got no voice.
That's probably right. Pretty not bad, eh? I reckon it's not bad.
Gorgeous.
There we go.
Gonna put that there nice and safe.
Did we miss anything?
Probably, but
Oh,
I think
I did.
what? What?
We also got Green Stuff World.
You're just trying to break the hour-and-a-half record. Green Stuff World did come in. Did we get a
So-
restock on the toilets? The brush
I
toilet.
think so.
That's one of my favorite things.
This is a bag for carrying your army in.
Army bag, would you say?
That's it. Probably easier if we look from the top. There
I
you go.
could see this being really versatile in RC applications.
For sure. So it comes with that shelf system.
Yep.
So good. 4 shelves in all. If you set it up so that you have a magnetic sheet on the bottom and the flat magnets on your armies, they'll just sit on there. The handles there, just carry it around to your tournaments.
Your tournament. Is that what they call tournaments?
Yeah.
You don't go to war?
Or you can. So it comes with all the laser cut wood for doing the internal structure,
Yes.
and then also really tough webbing material for the outside. All zipped up.
And it looks really nice. It's probably a safe way to keep them as well when you're not, even when you're not transporting them.
Yeah, it'll keep all the
Because,
dust off.
I imagine
Yeah,
that they
sure.
get dusty and stuff, no?
Yes.
There's nothing worse than a dusty orc.
Dusty Orc. I'm sure the Orc wouldn't like that either.
No?
What else we got here?
Show me. I don't know.
We've
That's
got a
one of your-
restock
that's one
of
of
the chromes.
that's one of your
These are-
favourites.
Yes. Now I've tried a lot of them. I've tried All Clad, I've tried Molotov, and I've tried this stuff. And I have to say, this stuff works incredibly well.
It's easy to use.
It
That
is.
was one of your favourite points. It's nice to dispense,
Yes.
and it's acrylic, so it's
Yes.
not super stinky.
No, that's right. So this particular one works like the Molotov, except like Molotov, I've very rarely used a Molotov pen with the actual nib because it's
What do you
rounded.
mean?
It doesn't actually reach into crevices.
How do you use it then?
I pump up the
Make
pen.
a puddle.
That's right, and then brush it.
You're an,
So if you're going to do that,
You're
you
an
might as well
animal.
use this.
you're an animal.
So this stuff, you just put it on the palette and brush it straight on, and it gives a really nice chrome mirror finish. And airbrushing, I've used this one, and that is amazing. We've got a body out there with this particular one airbrushed on, full mirror finish. So I use this on the pig tank for doing the search lights on it, and then this I used on the body. But I'm sure you could use that on anything to get this really nice mirror finish.
Could you weather an RC body?
Weather, yeah, why not? RC bodies are pretty smooth, right? But I think weathering would stick onto it and you just re-weather it if it all comes off.
Re-weather it on the outside.
Yeah, that's right. But these are chromes, right? So we had these chromes with tint in them.
Tin plate.
So we've got tin plate, which has got this sort of yellowy look. Because I'm looking for a brass finish for the
I think
the Fiat.
I think you found it, and that's it there. Antique
So
gold.
this is antique gold, which has got that real chrome, that brassy look. And we've got copper.
Oh, that copper.
What's this one?
You had me at copper.
There's bronze,
Bronze.
and there's the gold.
The copper is gorgeous.
So I don't know which actual tone I would prefer in brass. Like brass is
Bronze.
quite rich, right? Normally. So this one's more
Yeah,
yellow.
but it
This
has
one's
to be-
more.
But it's going to
More
save
orange.
you. It's going to save you weathering it, because you don't want it to be fresh looking. It's going to be like discolored and burnt.
No, that's right. So I might use a couple of different tones
I bet you will.
because the radiator is actually like soldered. So the soldered lines are all silver.
Don't take that tone with me.
So there you go. And it's not just this. This is the
That's
main new
good.
stuff, but we've got a full complement of green stuff again.
That's good.
So
So,
all the
you'll be
putties,
taking,
blue
we'll put these
stuff.
aside for you to get started on the weekend.
Yep.
Good. Because the wheels are done.
Yep.
And
I got some photo etch for the grill.
you got some photo etch for the grill. It's happening. It is happening.
Mm.
We're not going to leave it until 6 days out.
No,
I'm going to get behind you on this one. I expect weekly progress.
weekly.
I expected weekly progress on a certain Gundam, and that didn't happen.
What
So,
Gundam?
MG.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, we're going to extend that.
We won't be letting that slip up. So we expect weekly updates. You have to
That's
bring it
it.
a part of the week.
That's it.
Maybe you should bring in the wheels again. We can rekindle that.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, all four of them, they're all done.
'Cause that was quite a job.
There we go. So John P's looking forward to the New South Wales States.
That's next weekend, I believe.
Is it?
I believe. I could be
So
wrong.
he's
I
all
don't have the
pumped.
calendar.
Looking forward to support Hearns at the event.
That he is indeed. He's our lead 1/10 off-road driver up there,
Mm.
John Philpott. He's looking after the team. Him and Gavin Webb doing wonders up there for Hearns Racing and Yokomo. They raced last weekend, actually. They had a warm-up run, and they did really well. Johnny P did really well in electric, had his two yokes going, had them right at the pointy end.
Mm.
Didn't smash his transmitter this time, so he could change between the two models.
Right.
Last big event, unfortunately, he smashed his transmitter and
You couldn't access it.
couldn't access it. The wonders of modern technology.
Yeah.
So he took himself out of four-wheel drive, unfortunately, but that's
Right.
been rectified.
Okay.
So, and young Gavin was with the HBs. I know we spoke a lot about the Asian Buggy Championship, and the guys up there did fantastic. We had Nathan Healy. We should have actually done a recap.
Oh,
you know
yes.
what I mean?
There was so much happening last weekend.
That was happening last weekend.
Yes.
So young Nathan Healy took out the electric truggy overall,
Real fast.
dominated from getting out of the gates.
Yes.
His E8T Evo 3 was on fire. So taking out truggy, that was really, really good. He also placed 9th in e-buggy. Simon Healy was 12th. 14th, I think, in e-buggy, and he won the over 45.
Over 45 winner.
Pretty good for a crusty old bloke.
Crusty.
So plenty of other guys had Mark Lawler up there as well in truggy. Savage Sam
Yes.
Hey, he was up there running amok.
Running amok.
Hey, everybody would have known that Sam was there. But yeah, so the boys in New South Wales, they were running at Bateman's Bay, which is a warm up for their 1/10 scale state titles.
Yes.
Gavin Webb did really well in his
Yep.
HBs. Johnny P in his Yokomos. It's looking good. It's looking really good.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. I think, is that all we got?
I think that's all.
Is that
we
a
got
wrap?
time for. That is
Alright.
a wrap.
Thank you very much again for joining us.
That was episode 164, and I look forward to hopefully sharing some photos, videos, and content on the speed run. I've never done speed running before,
And yeah, it's good
so
fun.
we'll see. We'll
Yes.
see how much smoke we can take out of stuff, and how many parked car tires get punctured. And
Oh, you hope not
No?
many. Not many. One's already too many.
no,
And I was
no,
there for that one.
no chunks out of gutters. We will be right.
That's it.
Fantastic, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. So we'll see you next time. Bye bye.